diss the spouses, but I just prefer that the alumni are the ones with the that participate in the vote. Like Randy said, the endowment fund has about 18,000. We can spend about 900 bucks a year on that thing. And I'm thinking back, not knowing the history of it, but I would imagine the intent of the people that put the money in the endowment was to benefit Silver Creek High School, or elementary school, but the Silver Creek High School. Well, as we all know, Silver Creek School no longer exists, but is there a way that we can still hopefully uphold the intent of those people and award that money accordingly? Now, if we decide to put some rules in it and say we want to offer a scholarship, say we want to blow the 900 bucks annually, whether it's 2 450s or a 900, however that is, we can direct the Merritt County Foundation on how we want that money to be distributed and to who. You can say something as simple as, it can go to any kid in Merritt County. You can say that I want it to be someone that has Silver Creek as a address and has a something GPA. I mean, there's any ways you can slice or dice it. And what's nice about this, if we decide what that criteria is, we don't have to manage it. That all goes through the Merritt County Foundation, and they're the ones that check the applications and then therefore award whatever that may be. So I think as a group we need to make a decision there, because it's a shame that the intent of those people to spend that money for the good of Silver Creek isn't being met in its current state. So does anybody want to?
Troy, I'd like to just say on that, when a scholarship is made to the foundation, there are certain rules that you put under, like Troy said. You can have a grade point average, say an individual has to have a 3.5 or whatever. They have to be involved in whatever extracurricular activities or whatever the case may be. We put that into the foundation, and like Troy said, the foundation manages that. So when it comes time for applications for a scholarship, the school will actually, the foundation will talk to the school and say, hey, this is what's available to however we set it up. Like Troy said, it can be set up for an individual from Merritt County, an individual just from Silver Creek, however you would like to set it up. Again, the foundation does all that stuff as far as they take care of everything. They have, when the applications come in, they are screened by a committee, and the committee looks through those and figures out what best fits the criteria that we put into that individual. And then they award it, they do everything. The only thing that they ask is maybe an individual or representative when it comes time to give a scholarship to come out and present it, but you don't have to. It's all set up to the foundation. That's why that money was put there for them to manage.
And I just for
it's anonymous. I mean, when the individuals come in, the committee. I'm on the scholarship committee. When the scholarships come in, we have no idea who these people are. They redact everything. They take the name off. So we just read the application as they present it. So there is no name. We have no name. We have no knowledge of who it is. Of course, the secretary of the foundation knows it is. They are numbered, and they go from there. So once the committee picks such and such, then we figure out who that individual is.
And on the decisions we're going to make tonight, it's going to be a voice vote, yeas and nays. If for some reason the yeas and nays are close, they will go to a hand count. So does anybody have a proposal on how we want to set this up? Any suggestions? Or I guess for yay or nay, do we want to take this money and award a scholarship? If we want to put a scholarship, please respond by saying yay. Yay. Any nays? Okay, so we know we're going to do a scholarship. Now, the second question is, if we get 900 bucks approximately a year, do we want to do one $900 scholarship or benefit two people with two 450s? So
450 male, female.
We can do that. 450 male, female. That's the proposal right now. No, half. So you second. So we'll put it to a vote. We want to go with two scholarships, 450 each, one male, one female. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Okay, the ayes have it. Okay, now we're down to male, female, 450. I'm gonna write this down.
While Troy is doing that, I will iterate. If somebody wants to donate money to that account and make it bigger, that can be done, as a tax donation. Take off your taxes. if you wanted to donate $1,000 to that fund, you can do that at any time. So instead of $450, it could grow as large as however many dollars go in there. You know, we have seen places where when an individual unfortunately passes away and in their will they say, hey, I want to donate X amount of dollars to such and such a fund at the Merit Foundation. So I mean, this isn't where it stays at, it's at right now, but it could get larger. I mean, if people donate to that, they can make that bigger. Scholarships could be actually more.
So I guess to clarify the 450, the way the current fund's set, it's 450 apiece. I guess as a group, should we say that we want to split the 5%? So if it does grow, we want to split the 5% equally between male and female, and not necessarily hold to the 450, so we can use the entire 5% proceeds year in, year out. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed say nay. Ayes have it, so it'll be the 5%. Okay, now we've got to determine, and I'm going to reinforce, I guess, keeping in mind what the intent of the donors were. How do we then, I was got a male, female, up to 450 or split the 5% that's available annually. Any proposals on any criteria beyond that to award that scholarship money? Any proposals? There's a proposal that it's a Silver Creek recipient only. All those in favor? That's the one thing I was trying to determine. Okay, how do we define Silver Creek? Is it 68663? Is it mailing address? Any suggestions? The old school address. Is that possible? Or
About the old school?
one of the suggestions, the old school district. Any other suggestions? If they attended the elementary here.
A relative of a graduate of Silver Creek High.
I actually have a scholarship with my brother. So the way I set it up is basically I set the Silver Creek address or within a certain radius of Silver Creek if their address is close. I mean like random burgers.
We're actually out of the district of Austin in.
Yep.
We have a Silver Creek address, we live in Adams County, our kids could go to school here, Alexa was recipient of the first.
Let's see what recipient of
So you're gonna run into a lot of.
Yeah, I agree. We don't make it so narrow that we're going to exclude things. I think everybody agrees that someone that, I guess you could say that someone that would have gone to Silver Creek would be the recipient, I guess is the way I interpret that. But how do we slice and dice that so that we are getting that particular group of candidates? I'm not familiar how the old house. Yes, the proposal is, should it be a Twin River student, which the Silver Creek kids feed into?
Yes.
That's the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Okay, so it has to be a Twin River attendee. I propose that their last name is Use. So, okay, so now we got male, female, split the 5%, 2 scholarships, and proposal?
If it doesn't go out, it goes back and stays within the fund and it just stays there. So exponentially, you could have a bigger, you could have it bigger next year if you wanted to. That look at it that way, I guess. But if you don't have a male candidate or a female candidate, you just wouldn't have it.
Is that because of lack of application, or there may not be any males in that particular class? Okay. So the question is, if there is not a male or female recipient or candidate, do we back it off and only award one that has available candidates?
You have a clause, like Dorothy was saying, if for some reason you don't have a male, female then we'll award it to either males or females.
So, and I'm not trying to twist anybody's arm. That seems fair because I think that we still have the goal we want to get out the 5%. That would be one way to facilitate that. The proposal was that if a male and female, if there's not one candidate from each gender, then we still want to award two, and there could be the possibility that 2 scholarships goes to females or 2 go to males, depending on the applicants in that particular year. Those in favor of that, please say aye. Those opposed, say nay. Okay, so we're getting narrowed down. The biggest thing now is what's the jurisdiction? How do we define the jurisdiction of who is a candidate to apply for this scholarship? Michelle. Suggestion is their parent or grandparent graduated from Silver Creek High School. The suggestion is that their parent or grandparent had to graduate from Silver Creek High School to be eligible for the scholarship. I'll throw that out there. All those in favor of that, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Nay. Okay, so what other proposal? Please offer another suggestion then. I guess it sounds like pretty tight to me on that one.
I think we've got enough stuff out there that we should allow the committee to make the rest of the decisions and go from there.
The proposal is that we've got the framework of male, female, spend the 5%, and if there isn't a candidate available in both genders, then we could give it to 2 of the same gender. They have to attend Twin River, and from that point we would allow the foundation. Is that? Was it, who would make that decision? The foundation?
That committee right there, finalize it and give it to the foundation.
Who is the committee though?
The committee that puts on the program tonight.
Well, once we set the criteria, it's going to be set until another meeting takes place and we decide to make the change. So, the proposal, I don't know, I'm trying not to put it in my hands. That's what I couldn't even enough chicken for everybody. You can imagine I could do $900. The proposal was that we had set all the other criteria, that those are all agreed upon, and the final one was that the current committee that I introduced earlier would be responsible for making the final determination on basically the jurisdiction of where that person could come from. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Ah, great. Okay, I guess we're having a teleconference in 2 weeks that are scheduled. But definitely we'll keep in mind that we want to award it to someone that would be ultimately would have gone to Silver Creek. We understand that, so we'll hash that out a little bit one way or another. Okay, second order of business in the business meeting is who's gonna be buying me beer all weekend? No, actually, we had a really good turnout on this tonight. I guess by yays and nays, do we want to have another alumni banquet at some point? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Okay, great. We're going to have it. So, with that being said, now we've got to come to how often. You know, and how often, and you know, historically, the alumni banquet has always been on Memorial Day weekend.
2 weeks.
Historically, it's been on Memorial Day weekend, so we've got to determine, you know, is it Memorial Day, Labor Day, things like that. So, with that being said, anybody have a proposal how frequent we should have the alumni banquet? The proposal is every 5 years. All those, any other suggestions?
3.
Someone said 3?
3 years.
We got 5 and 3, okay? You only can vote once. You can vote for the 5 or the 3. Or the 3 or the 5. But, okay, those who would like to have one every Terry? We can do that. I mean, unfortunately, the number of people attending is going to continue to dwindle until no one's filling the funnel anymore at the top. So we got the suggestion of 5 years, 3 years. Any other suggestions? 6 years. 3, 5, 6. Every year. Oh, yeah, moving, we'll make that full, I understand. Okay, I think there was a period of time when the Alumni Banquet was going on there that I think the only invites went out to those of the honored years. I wasn't part of those, but I think moving forward, the invite obviously has to go to all alumni, regardless of the honored year. If that's acceptable, if all those agreements say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Okay, so it goes to everybody. So now we're back to 3, 5, and, Mike.
Let me explain why we should do it every 2 years.
Okay.
Because look, you have, like this year, it's been 5 years. The last one I think was 2011. So now we skipped all those years in between that were not honored, okay? So if you go every 2 years, you can honor 2 years of classes. You can have. And then, so every 2 years, you honor 2 more classes.